everybody, it's me, Julz again. Fans of Peter Parker, haters of Audio Octavius, today may now rejoice, because today we are looking at Peter Parker's Return from Death and Amazing Spider-Man #1 by Dan Slott. A grudge against the web-slinger's involvement with Mephisto still can be felt lingering in the comic community today with much distaste. However, anyone who has read Dan Slott's latest work would be lying if they said they didn't enjoy this issue. Just in time for Andrew Garfield's second appearance on the big screen, Amazing Spider-Man issue #1 does everything a first issue is supposed to do and more. From backstory to characterization to classic superhero action, and providing some setup for the next inevitable character conflict, Peter Parker is settling back into his life after switching brains with Doc Ock and dying and coming back to life. From a character perspective, this experience should teach Peter Parker not to take his life for granted, and considering everything Otto Octavius has done for his life, Parker can now only move forward, and hopefully without constantly making the same mistakes over and over again. In addition to the backstory, Slott adds something new to the origin that will most likely play into the next upcoming major storyline. The only thing that holds this book back is that it's not a continuation of Amazing Spider-Man number 700 or 701, but is a follow-up to the Superior Spider-Man series, also by Dan Slott. The impact of Doc Ock's time in Peter's body still plays a big part in the story. So, fans who were considering skipping Superior Spider-Man just because Peter's back, no such luck here, but Dan Slott's Superior series is still highly recommended. You should be reading it now. The dialogue is considerably the major strength of the book, combined with its pacing, and is a real breather for those who missed Peter Parker's jokes, highlighting Spider-Man's propensity to invoke laughter in every scene. Chances are, there's at least one joke in this comic that will stick with new readers. The artwork by Humberto Ramos continues to show off a cartoony, almost anime-inspired style, filled with a lot of energy, constant movement, and expressive faces. Overall, the issue does have value for potential new readers, the only concern being that it takes place directly after the events of Doc Ock's reign as Spider-Man, but doesn't overload or overcomplicate the story with too much information and still showing relevancy. There's hardly a moment where the dialogue died down, and is a real treat for newcomers just picking up comics for the first time after watching Amazing Spider-Man 2. Although, since everyone has seen Peter Parker's Spider-Man outfit, new readers might be forgiving to the certain lack of costume, but will be too busy holding their sides and giggling at the wall crawler's shenanigans. Or possibly just his misfortune. I give Amazing Spider-Man issue #1 4.5 out of 5. Despite the fact that I have my own personal reservations towards Peter Parker after the events of One More Day, Joe Quesada's scandalous retcon, I am willing to overlook that and read the series out of devotion to Dan Slott's work. Plus, Joe Quesada isn't chief editor anymore, so perhaps Dan Slott will surprise us and finally move the character forward and show real maturity, not make the same mistake over and over again and have his friends die like 9 or 10 times. But we'll just have to wait and see. Alright guys, please comment, please subscribe, please stay tuned for my Amazing Spider-Man 2 vlog, and I will see you later.